What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Oz Rebuilds. So in this video we're going to do something a little bit different. As you can see in the thumbnail, we've acquired a jet ski from the auctions. It's in okay condition. It wasn't really looked after by the previous owner, as you will see in a second. Scratches here and there. The HydroTurf was all messed up, which is the non-slip stuff that's on the jet ski. That was all messed up, so I've already removed all that, and we've got it going. So we pulled the motor out. The supercharger was completely frozen, so we got a new supercharger. Then there was a few wiring issues here and there, and couldn't get a key working, and the key was all messed up. And then I had to get a new ECU, so I got a new ECU the other day, and then we got it on the water. And now the starter solenoid's buggered up, so I'm waiting for one of those. I've ordered one of those, and that should be here in a couple of days. And then once that gets here, we'll install it, and I want to take it down to a dealer, or not dealer, sorry, a mechanic that works on these things, and he's going to hook up the computer and hopefully tell me a few errors, because he couldn't hook up before because of no communication. So that was obviously due to that ECU being a bit broken or not working, or I don't know what was wrong with it. Anyway, pulled that one out, put a new one in, and it all seems to work now. So yeah, now we're going to make it look a little bit better, because it's looking a little bit worse for wear. So I'm going to make it look a little bit better. I don't want it, it's not a newer jet ski. It's a 2005. It's 2005 RXP, 215 horsepower, and we're just going to make it look a little bit better so it looks a bit nicer on the water. So obviously that's her. I've registered it already, and registered the trailer as well. So it's all registered, ready to go. But there's a few things that we need to pay attention to, which is, I'm not sure if you can pick that up, but there's a couple of stress cracks in the gel coat, and so we're going to get them. There's a couple more in these bits here, which is pretty much where the impact point is when you're going over jumps and stuff. So we're going to get to those. Like I said, the HydroTurf was all messed up, so I've gotten rid of that, and I started sanding back just this little section here to see how it would go, and it's actually coming up pretty nice. Let's see if we can see that crack there. No, I can't pick it up. There is a crack right there. I'm not sure if you can see it in the video. There is a little crack right there, and these aren't big cracks at all. So we're going to fix these a little bit different to what you're supposed to, only because we're trying to do this on a budget, and I don't want to be fiberglassing for ages. So we're going to fix these. Some people aren't going to like the way I'm going to fix these, but it works. I've done it before. I've done it on my boats, a few little cracks here and there, and I fixed it like this, the way I'm going to fix these, and it's worked. So we'll see how it goes on this one. And then we're just going to spray it black again. The seat's quite nice. Bit of sun damage here and there, but there's no rips or tears. It is a Riva racing seat. So it's, yeah, like I said, no rips or cracks or rips or tears. So we're going to keep that seat as it is. The handlebars will need a bit of attention. I just put a bit of sticky tape on these because the rubber grips were all pretty much gone, and they're all sticky and whatever else. So we'll get some new ones of those, and we'll probably paint this handlebar. They've made it more of a racing ski, so there's a few racing things on this ski, or from Riva Racing, sorry. Then at the back here, the bucket was broken, the reverse bucket, sorry, that was cracked right there. So we got a new one and replaced that. That was nice and easy. Just got one from a wrecker here in local in Adelaide. And yeah, but the hardest part was the motor. We were quite scared because we thought it was locked up, but it wasn't locked up. It was just, well, let me pop this down. So we thought the engine was locked up, but it turned out to be the supercharger. So we got a new one of those, well, second hand. Had only had 59 hours on it, but the engine doesn't look too bad. We've got to give it a service and change. Spark plugs were brand new already, so we'll leave them. We might even put some new ones in. We'll see how we go. But yeah, the oil filter and oil will need to be done. Air filters not in the best condition. That is a K&N one, so we'll put a new one on that. But it's got a Riva Racing intake as well, which goes out to that K&N. I'll pop a new one of those on as well once we finish everything. But yeah, things like this. This is supposed to be silver. It's obviously not, from sun damage, so we're going to paint that. I'm thinking about changing the green. I'm not a big fan of the green. I do like the gold of this series. There is another ski in this same setup, but it's a gold version. So I think I might change it to that, or a different color maybe. We'll see how we go. But yeah, so we'll what we're going to do today is probably start taking it apart. We're going to take this off here. We're going to get it right back to where it's just the top of the hull. We might even take these side bits off. You got to there's a few rivets, as you can see. I've taken this corner off because it was broken, but there's rivets under there, and we've got to drill all those rivets out to get these out. So we might have to do that just so we get. I think there's a few cracks that go further down, and they probably go underneath that as well. So we might get to those as well. So yeah, this is my garage, home garage. The last couple of videos we've done was at my dad's house. We haven't quite finished it yet. We've done a paint job, as you can see. We still need to do the floor. So the floor's in hideous condition, but we'll do a nice coating on that. And then we'll get some more shelving on the sides. I will be spraying it in here, so I'm gonna have to cover all this stuff so it doesn't get all paint and overspray on it. And I'm also gonna be doing the sanding in here, so we're gonna cover as well so we don't get all dust and everything on it. And yeah, we'll probably just open that back door and let some of that stuff out. And yeah, let's get to it. We'll start ripping this thing apart. We're gonna start with the hood, or the front, the trunk, the frunk, whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna obviously take off a couple of these things, bits and pieces here. We're gonna have to disconnect that, and then disconnect the wiring for the cluster, and then we'll start pulling it out. So we'll get to that now. Now, the, what do you call them things? The shock, the gas shock that holds this up is broken. So I've got a different tool that makes it stand up. Give me one sec. The old trusty Spirit Level does a great job as man and gas strut for the day. Alright, so we're going to pull this out first before we do anything else. That's the cabling, and then I think we might take this little split pin out. Okay, so after a bit of persuasion with the grinder, we managed to get this off. She was a bit of a pain in the backside, but we got it. For now, that's where all our parts will be. Now, just to let you guys know, I've never taken apart a Sea-Doo, so you're coming along for the ride and learning with me, because I have no idea where any of the bolts are, or how to take any of it apart. So, I mean, it looks fairly straightforward and fairly simple. There's some Allen keys there, which I think I need to take off these chrome bits first before I can get to these bits, I'm guessing. but I know how to take that bit off because I took it off to get the engine out, so we'll get to that bit now. Drill in there. Right, so that gets rid of this bit, which will actually stick over here for now. Right, so that exposes all that, which is good because we're just going to be painting to there, so we'll cover that motor up. We pretty much just need to get these green bits off, and then that's done for that, and then we'll get the side bits off, and we're pretty much there. Then we can start ripping some of these stickers off as well, and yeah, within probably an hour we'll pretty much have this whole thing ready to go, ready for sanding. But yes, let's get these chrome bits off. Well, that's not fun. These are actually rivets. Oh, no. Right, so I may have to see if I can get these first before I start drilling them out. So while we figure out what we're doing with these rivets, we're going to start taking some of these stickers off. So we've got a couple of stickers. We've got the RXP one on the side there. So we'll get rid of that first. And then we've got the Supercharged, the Vortex Supercharged sticker, and obviously my Rego stickers, which we'll get rid of. And what else do we have to get rid of? One more, which is the ride safety sticker. Okay, so that leaves a bit of a mess, but it's okay, we'll clean that up in a sec. So all we've got now is the Rego stickers and the Ride Smart sticker, and we're done. So now that we've done that, we'll get to these rivets now. So these rivets, they are available, dome head or large flange rivets. So we're going to drill these out now, and we're going to take the sides off. Or this whole, I think this whole piece comes off in one section. I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go. Like I said, I've never pulled one of these apart, so we'll just have to figure it out. But we'll get these rivets out first, we'll drill them out and keep going. I have to ruin both of these and just get new ones because they're an absolute nightmare. Oh, actually I didn't ruin that one. That one came out quite nice. That's one green side, one trim off. It'll be nice and easy to paint now. We can sand that down, rub it down with some, I don't know, 600 maybe, and then paint it whatever colour we want. Okay, after a bit of difficulty, we've got the other side off as well. Yep, need to vacuum those metal shavings up, but yeah, so the other side's off. We'll give that a nice sand and we'll spray it again. Not sure what colour, but like I said, we'll figure it out. All right, now that that's all off, we'll probably give this a bit of a vacuum because we've got a bit of metal shavings and a bit of crap there from all the trims, and I think we spent a bit of time outside, like I said before, so yeah, we just need to clean everything up now. And that's pretty much it. We just got to try and figure out how to get these ones off now. I think they're from the inside, so we'll have to get on the inside and take them off. That's the last two bits to come off. We'll probably take off the tow hook, maybe even that little fitting there, and yeah, we're almost ready for sanding. I'm actually quite excited to get this thing painted and get it back together. But I've stopped a couple of times, but this has been pretty much a half a day's work. Just slowly mucking around with it, and yeah, it's coming together, or coming apart, sorry, pretty easily. So we'll keep going. All right, guys, next day here. Sorry about yesterday. My GoPro battery died, and I'd already had enough, and we had to go and do a few things. So I was calling it the day. So next day here, we're going to continue on with taking off these little side panels. That's what was giving me the hard time, only because it's very limited space in there, and they're little 8mm that are very, very tight, 8mm bolts or screws, I think that, yeah. Well, 8mm screws like that, and they're yeah, they're quite hard to undo, and they've also got a bit of rust on them, so they're quite a pain in the backside. But I've only got a couple more to undo, so we'll do that now, and then we'll hop onto the other side. Hopefully the other side's not a drama. I didn't even look. I was just like, I'm done. So yeah, we'll get onto that side, and then that should be it for taking it apart from the side bits. And then we'll start sanding. I don't know if I'll take these side bits off or not. We'll have a look. We'll get to that bit later. But yeah, let's get these bits off, and we'll keep going from there. Oh no, I did have to take that off. Right. So it goes, that little rubber bit, that's made out of rubber, that goes through the plastic bit, and then that's where the bolts go in. 2, 4, 6 bolts, or screws, sorry. And yeah, that's how it holds it on. Kind of clips, or goes into there like that. But we'll get them sorted. We've got to paint that. I'm going to probably change the colour. I don't know yet. I still don't know. Still don't know what we're going to do with the colour yet. And we're going to have to give that a fix up as well. It's supposed to be like this nice silver, but it's obviously very, very sun damaged. So we're going to fix that up as well. But anyway, let's get to the other side. So we've got a bit of a light in there. If you have a look. Yep, okay, so you can see there's 2 there, 2 a bit further on, and then 2 down the bottom. And I've got to kind of get my hand around all this stuff, and then I have to take the fuel hose off that side to get the last couple on that side. So it's quite rather tight space. But yes, I probably could have gotten away without taking them off, but I want to do it at least a little bit properly, or half properly. My hand's cramping because of the way I gotta hold the ratchet. Fun times rebuilding skis and whatever else I rebuild, cars, boats, but it's good fun. Alright. Okay, this one I might have to get from this side. Oh, almost have to be a bloody contortionist to get some of this stuff. Oh no. Oh, it's right here. Thought it was a lot further than that. Okay. See that? And it's just held on by that little rubber thing there, which the last one I just pulled out. Let me try it. Oh, yep, there you go, like that. Easy. Right. Another reason why I take it off, or take stuff like that off, is because look at all this, how dirty it is under there, and you can't get to that. So yeah, we'll clean that up. Oh, what's that? Cockroach or something. Anyway, yeah, so it's filthy under there. That's why I take that off, and we're going to spray under there as well, because there's that line. It's a bit hard to mask there, so we're just going to paint all that. So these are all the parts that I've pulled off. We've got those two little chrome bits that we don't know what we're going to do with them yet. They are quite bad. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's yeah, it's flaking or peeling or bubbling or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, they are terrible. So we need to redo them somehow, because I don't want them going back on like that. Then we've got those two bits that we just pulled off, so we'll sort them out as well. That's probably easy. And then we've got to paint that or leave it the same colour. I don't know yet. And then the two side bits that will obviously they had the rivets in them, and we'll pull them off. So yes, that's all got to be either painted or something. We'll figure that out. And then yeah, here's the ski. So that's everything pretty much off. And now these green bits we're going to paint as well. If we're going to paint that other green stuff, they just pull out like that, and then they expose all the rivets underneath. They'll pull them out because we're going to clean them up anyway, or paint them because they are just all bashed up, and we'll give them a bit of a redo as well. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of rivets. I don't know if that's worth doing. Probably not. We might leave that on and just mask it up actually. That might be a bit of a nightmare. We'll take this front nose cone off first. That's okay, that's easy. That's what, four screws. But yeah, we might just have to mask that off actually. There's a lot of rivets in there. I don't feel like doing that many rivets. Man, what do I do here? Do I undo it or not? To do a proper job, I would have to undo it. But then I don't know. Anyway, we'll decide that later. Let's keep going. We're gonna get this corner bit off. We'll take that corner bit off there, and then we'll take that nose cone off. With things like this, I'm going to give this a clean, quick vacuum, and then we'll start sanding. We'll just pick up all the junk that came out of those two little bits, and then we're going to start sanding. See, there's a bit of junk there. Get rid of that, and then we'll. All right, so nose cone's off, or front nose piece is off. All the green trim's out. All the little bumpers are off. We're ready to sand. I'm going to pop my mask on, and then I'm going to sand for a little bit. So yeah, follow along, have a look, and we'll go. Okay, so we were going to do this video in one take, one video, one something, whatever. We can't actually do that. I'm sorry. We're going to have to do it in 2 to 3 parts maybe, but I have all the footage recorded from start to finish. So I'm going to bring out a series of videos. They won't be too far after one another, only because they're going to be way too long. They're already way too long. The first one's going to be 30 minutes, pretty much. So yeah, they are way too long already. So we're going to have to bring out probably 3. I reckon I've got enough footage for 3. I'll try and do it in 2, but the next one's going to be a bit too long maybe as well. So I want to try and keep them nice and short. Yeah, so I'll do that now. I'll put up the first one, and then probably 2 days later I'll bring out the other one. Maybe one day, maybe tomorrow or the next day I'll bring out the next one. And then yeah, if I can do it in 2, I'll do it. If I have to do it in 3, I'll do it in 3. But yeah, so I'll do that now, bring them out. Don't forget to obviously like the video if you do like it, and keep watching for the next couple. And then there's a bit of a plot twist in the last video, so you'll have to watch that last video to and you got to watch, it's going to be right at the end. There's a bit of a plot twist for this jet ski, so keep an eye out on the videos in the future. You'll see it in the last video, so keep watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already done so. We're trying to get to 50. We're close to 50 at the moment. We're trying to get to 50 by the end of this month. Fingers crossed. Let's see if we can do it. And also like the video if you like this build. So yeah, let's keep going.